Hey there guys, and welcome to the Forgotten SMP. This is an SMP run with a lot of the group from the corner store, who I'll leave a link to down below. And along with this group, we have such as Amphi, Cifro, Rupsa, Krim, Jack, Cookie, Fenton, Max, Snail, Voldy, Tom, Twinkie, Acebit, Misty, Sept, Squid, and me. And I believe there's more that I'm probably forgetting, but hey, we'll be able to see them all later on as we all go throughout the server. So, hey, without further ado, let me introduce you to the Forgotten SMP. So, just a little bit of honesty off the bat. I'm not exactly, starting off right now. And we kind of started like a week or so ago, and I'm just kind of getting to this now. So, hey, welcome, and let me kind of give you the rundown of what's happened throughout the past week. So, first off, right off the bat, entering into the world, I kind of got my gear early. I ventured off with Squid, who now we base with, and that's kind of the basis of where we started, was just building a base underground, mining for long hours. But hey, we found a spawner, a skeleton spawner, and that's where we actually set up our base. Eventually, I went to the surface, got myself a dog, and then Squid eventually had to leave, and then my dog sadly passed on. But moving on from that, I was able to get myself geared up, get to maximum enchants from there over the course of the next week, and then I laid the groundwork for building my bases. Now, that's the thing though. After that, we did the end fight. The end fight was very interesting. I actually earned the title of Dragon Slayer. Very proud of that, actually. And I was the first person to get that kill on the dragon. On top of that, I also was able to venture off into the end and get myself my elytra. But it's okay, because hey, even though we got a chorus fruit addiction, we got ourselves a lot working for us. So today, how about we just get into it and move on, and I'll basically introduce what we're doing in today's video. I actually feel as though first things first, I should probably give you guys the introduction as to what the base is like. So as you probably saw in my little flashback, we were probably hosting up in the spawner area where you can see skeleton spawn now, but instead obviously this is blocked off now. We have a small farm off to the side, and then just across from that we have ourselves our bunk beds. I'm on top bunk and Squid's on bottom. A small little chest area, we have our enchanting table, and then probably my favorite thing of all that's down in our cave part of the base is this guy, Norris. How's it going, Norris? Norris joined us probably like the third or fourth day, and just kind of Norris is around. But yeah, so that's kind of the base. I also made this bubble column elevator, and it connects to what is the tunnel that goes through the mountain that leads to where me and Squid are going to be building. It goes straight through from spawn over to where I'm going to be. We also have a small chest setup up here with just a bunch of nonsense, mostly just a lot of dirt and stone and gravel, which we need. And so far, I've actually made a little bit of progress that I thought I'd like to share. I actually made some small pond areas with a waterfall connecting them and a small bridge. I also made this lead-up area, this large stairwell. This goes into the cave that goes underneath the mountain. Right here is where it's gonna lead up, and we're gonna actually have a bridge going over this, and then we're probably gonna actually fill in the bottom of this cave with water and actually have a bridge going over, like I said, that'll lead through the rest of the field. And my plan is to actually utilize the entirety of this field to make my base. And over here is the current objective of today, I guess you could say. Oh, sorry, a bit of lag. And the objective is build a lake. That is actually the plan. Despite all the animals being in the way, they just happened to be here and they got stuck. We're gonna get them out, don't worry. When we actually fill up the whole entire thing with water, I will use leads and I will take all of the horses out. I'll take all the pigs out. I plan on making farms. But yeah, I'm planning on building a lake. Here, let me just get this whole entire thing loaded here. Let me show you what we're working with. right here is where the bridge is going to be. In this area, there's going to be 3 islands. And on the far side, there will be one last island. I plan to put a small fishing hut here, some beautiful garden or farm type locations over in this direction, and on the side opposite where the bridge is going to go, I plan to put a nice village, although that's probably later on, so it's probably going to be a bit before we get to that. Besides that though, I think that this is going to be a really awesome project to undertake, and I'm actually really excited to get onto it. So without further ado, enjoy the next couple minutes where you're probably just going to see me mining the rest of this out. It's not going to be too much. And I guess we're off to the races. I plan on having this very nicely made location. I want this to just feel like the area you can go to when you want to just kind of like relax, or even when you want to get out for a little bit of role play activity. I kind of want it to feel like an area where individuals can go to just kind of talk it up, hang out. I want it to feel like an open area for anybody. I don't want to make it to feel like it's just my base, but I want to make it feel like it's owned by the people on the server. I want this to just feel interactive almost. I want to make a stables, and then in the stables, I want to have like horses that people can take out and just take kind of little rides around like a little tiny like forested area. I just want it to be like, honestly, cute. I want it to be cute. I want it to be adorable. I want the place to feel like it's its own cute little, like, maybe medieval countryside. Except I don't think medieval is going to be the vibe that I'm always going for. But I also plan on doing a lot of things that are going to be a little more modern looking in building styles. I mean, I guess not modern, but, well, I plan on being an archaeologist, right? But every archaeologist needs a museum to put their works. So I think the plan is that I'm going to be actually making a museum at some point. And that eventually will be my large super base, I guess. Well, super base. More like just my cool project I plan on making. But I do think that I mined out the area that I want. I think what we're going to do is we're going to start off by filling in some gravel in some areas, and we're going to see how it looks. Alright, and that should finish it. We're done with the gravel part of the lake. For now. It was a lot of work. But we do actually have it all done. All of it's filled in with gravel. So this whole entire portion is complete. We do have to go through and smooth things out a little bit. I think we're probably going to do that with some andesite and cobble slabs, maybe some stone slabs, and mix it in. The plan is to get all that done. This does only leave one last thing that we have to do for this, and it's probably not going to take too long, but it's actually just filling in the lake. We actually have only that left to do before we go on to more of the terraforming bits, actually, but probably this will be the last thing for today. So let's just fill in the lake real quick, and we'll be right back. And with that, it's done. Look at it. It's beautiful. I'm glad I finally got this portion of this part done. I mean, I know there's going to be a lot left to do. Actually, a ton left to do. We still have to install the waterfalls on the far end of the lake. And then also we have to deal with the chasm below where those waterfalls will lead. We also still have to actually put some vegetation across the barren shores of the lake because, well, I mean, grass is nice, but it's not the best. And hopefully we can put some lively activity happening on one of the shores. I plan on putting a fishing hut here. Not to mention we also have to fill in the blanks. This whole area here has to have something in it. So I'm planning on putting a wonderful, like, either forest area or garden location. Well, anyways, guys, I think that's going to be all for today now that we've gotten that all sorted. Thank you for watching the Forgotten SMP, and make sure to leave a comment if you really enjoyed. It always means a lot to me when I see if somebody's commenting on my videos. And as always, hey, I'll see you next time.